This is the Average to Savage podcast with Paul Guarino. Everyone and anyone, athletes, celebs, and much more.
What's up, everybody? I'm back for another episode of the Average Savage podcast. Our special guest today is Dior Scott. Dior, how's it going?
Doing good. I'm doing good. How about you, man?
Doing good. I know we got a crazy time difference, 6 hours. You're in Hawaii, I'm in Connecticut. Yeah, I know you just woke up, but we got to get this rolling here.
Yes, sir.
So how's everything been just, COVID wise and just living in Hawaii?
I mean, everything's just been a dramatic difference for me. Just going from my car to living in a bed, it's like going to sleep on the bed, to having just people just hit me up, just talking to me about their stories, really appreciate them supporting me, really thanking me for being that vulnerable and telling the world about my story. And COVID stuff is just, it's just a crazy pandemic right now. COVID has messed up a lot of things for a lot of different people, not just me included. Just it's a pandemic that needs to be taken seriously, and hopefully we can find a cure or something so this COVID stuff can go away, because this is something that as America as a world we never seen before. So this is really going to be in the history books one day. Our kids going to be reading this, our grandkids going to be reading this. So it's just crazy to me. But other than that, Hawaii has been good. It's just waking up, it's cool breeze, beautiful view, beaches. I really can't complain.
Yeah. Like you just said about the history books, like it's funny because when all this first came about, like I looked up if anything was similar to this. Like the only thing I found, I'm sure you heard about, like the Spanish flu now, and it happened in like 1918. It was basically like 100 years ago. So it's kind of crazy. Like it's almost like history repeats itself.
Right.
Crazy. And I think I just saw that your football season got postponed, correct?
Right.
So how are you feeling about that? And then what do you think the potential is to play in the spring?
I mean, how I feel about that is it hurt a lot, but then it's giving me more time to better my craft and just be a better football player. So I really can't. I'm not finna go down on it. Just have a positive attitude like I always have. I think we're doing everything to do, preparing for it. If we even have a spring football schedule, just know we could be off the gates rolling, not be rusty in spring.
Yeah. What is that going to look like preparation wise and just like training wise? Like, is it going to be any different, you think, or you think you're just going to be training and it's going to feel like normal?
So right now we're just working out, just running and lifting and stuff like that. And then I think later on we might put helmets and pads if the governor approves it, just so we can get used to the pads and stuff like that. I don't know if we're gonna be wearing a face shield or not, anything like that. So I'm still in the blue of what's gonna happen.
Yeah. What about, did you start class yet?
Yes, I started class, but Monday. Yeah, Monday.
How's that going?
Oh my God, man. It's different because I don't do online classes or Zoom classes. So it's me being on the computer all day. I hate it. I'd rather be in person, but it is what it is. I have to just keep doing it.
Yeah, for sure. Now going into right before the interview, I usually ask people how to pronounce their names if I don't know them, but I know you've been going by Dior Scott. So, and I know they say Dior Walker Scott on the show. So I wanted to know a little bit more about that.
So my government name is Dior Walker, but I'm getting it changed to Dior Scott, which is my mom's maiden name. The reason why, just because I knew like 16, 17, I just wanted to change my name because I know it's bad history with that name. And that's the name of my father, because my whole name is my father's middle name. So I don't want to carry his name no more. So I told him he's lucky that I got Dior Jermaine, because I love that name. But I said, yeah, Walker gotta go. So really, Dior Scott is a new human being. I feel like Dior Walker's dead, long gone. So Dior Scott's gonna create his own legacy, and I want everybody in the world to acknowledge me as Dior Scott.
I got you. That's deep and dope. So yeah, what about going into Last Chance U? What was your overall experience like with it, and what was your first reaction when you guys got picked for the show?
Man, it's just my first reaction was just man, we're gonna be on the show. Like, so I've been watching Last Chance U for like since it came out, since like Ronald Ollie, DJ Law, like I said right, I've been a huge fan of them ever since. So and I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, like, man, this is crazy. So once we found out that we was gonna be on it, because we heard rumors about it, but we brushed them away. So once we found out about it, it was like, oh man. So we know it's gonna be a lot of pressure on us. You know, we gotta have a good season, because if we don't have a decent season, everybody's gonna talk about us. We know we gotta create a good brand, because if we don't have a good brand, everybody's gonna be like, oh, he's a good football player, but he has this issue, he has that issue. So it was really just for us. We all talked about creating a good brand for yourself, because this show will follow you for a lifetime. So I think when the cameras first came out, we was all nervous. Like, we was all shy, didn't know what to do, didn't know what to say, because we weren't trying to do too much, because we were trying to act our character, but we were trying to show a little bit. And then as the season rolled on, it was just natural. Like, they were just family to us. So everything was just natural. It didn't feel weird or anything like that.
Yeah. So going back to my first question, what was your overall experience like working with the Last Chance U producers and all that?
It was great. I was scared to really tell my story, because I felt too embarrassed to even talk about it as then. So me letting myself out like that, that was the first time I ever let myself out like that, because I don't like talking about my feelings to nobody, because I don't want to feel that pain of being hurt and being let down. So for me to really come out to the world like that for the first time, it was new to me, and I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely took a lot of courage. Have you ever heard of Ben Baller?
Man, Baller, no.
So you ever heard like in any of the songs like Ben Baller did the chain?
No.
So anyways, whatever. He's really famous. He has a podcast too, and he was talking about you and RJ. So I'll have to send it to you so you can check it out. Because he was feeling you guys, because he was like he had the same like a weird relationship with his dad too. So he was just like feeling some type of way about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was deep though. You guys gotta check it out.
All right.
Yeah, and then if to do it all over again, would you do it all over again, like Last Chance U?
Yeah, I would do it all over again, just because it was a great experience, and I learned a lot about me, to be honest, and know like where's my hurt coming from, where's my anger coming from, and I would do it again, but I wouldn't change anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
I love how the season went. Maybe I could have caught a couple more balls. I can't really complain about the experience, because it was really a good experience for me.
Yeah, and it seems like it was a trend that every season the quarterback got hurt, but this season it was like 4 quarterbacks that got hurt. So I don't know if that's like a Last Chance U curse or what, but and then I know you subbed in to be quarterback. Like, what was that like? How long has it been since you played quarterback? Like 2 years?
It's 2 years. Yeah, it's been 2 years since I played quarterback. Like, I thought I was done quarterback in college. And so really, when Ryan got hurt, that scared me, because okay, this is my guy. We had chemistry. So my main guy who got we had chemistry together, he's hurt. So I don't know what to do. So now I have to be on Kenny's head, because like I gotta make sure he's ready. He knows what to do. He just be on tack. So we don't lose a step. But then when I found out he got hurt, and then Carson got hurt because he came and throw the ball, I was like, man, like it was crazy. We really had 4 quarterbacks. It was a freshman, but he quit going into the ARC game. Like, he didn't even show up on a bus. So it was just Kenny all along for ARC game. And then once we found out Kenny got hurt, that's when everybody was like, oh, okay, who's going to be quarterback? What's going to happen? So when I found out I was going to be quarterback, I got scared, because I went back to my high school days like, man, I didn't do as good in high school days, and everybody was talking about me, so I don't know what I'm going to do. So at first, like the first day, I was nervous, because I didn't know what to do. But then as days went on, it felt good. And like for us to win games and know I'm doing something good, it's like, okay, this is good.
Was there any other options at quarterback, or you were the only one?
We brought in a kid, and then we didn't.
Yeah.
We brought in a kid, and that didn't work out.
Was anyone like? What about? Was anyone trying to like recruit anyone just like on campus?
No, no. What else? Who else was the I think it was Alex Gonzalez. He was in the quarterback role, and I think maybe like one day it was RJ, and then Coach Beam didn't like it. So, but then RJ became like the emergency quarterback just in case I got hurt.
Oh my god, I mean that's crazy.
No, it was all over the place, man. We did not expect that to happen.
Yeah. Now going back into your high school days, did you have any offers coming out of high school?
No, the only thing I got was like interest. That was it. From Sac State, Coach Lawson, and what happened was he gave me an official invite to a game. Me and my father, we got to a fight like the day or 2 days before, and he was like, "Yeah, you're not going to that invite." So it's like, okay, we got into a fight. I guess that's what happened. So I emailed him. Was like, "Yeah, some stuff happened with my father. Maybe we can reschedule a game." So he's like, "Okay." So we rescheduled another game. And then, so I had football pictures that day, and I went to go take them. And then when I went back, my father was like, "Yeah, we're not going. You should have never went to the pictures because once we go, it's gonna be too late to even talk to the coaches and stuff like that." So after that, he just went ghost on me. I had no interest other than that.
Gotcha. And then I know you didn't have that, or you didn't have any offers either out of Laney.
No, Laney.
Not even the D2 schools.
No. Yeah, no. They talked to me and just never fell through. So
that's crazy. And then what's your relationship with Coach Beam like now and before?
So let's talk about before. So before the cameras, like when I first came in as a freshman, Beam didn't even know who I was. It was Coach Rob who recruited me. So Beam just saw me. I think he just I just think he thought in his head, or just like another kid's coming through. So once we got that relationship, like we became close and stuff like that. And then after, we're still close. Like he helped me out a lot. Like the island is a whole bunch of families that want to help me just because of Beam, because that's how connected he is on the island. So I have a whole bunch of Hanai family which means like adopted. So it's been a pretty good amount of people just trying to help me out with Coach Beam. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and then throughout the whole season, you were doing a lot. You were working. You were living out of a car. What like kept you motivated?
There's me just trying to get that D1 scholarship. Just me knowing that if I get that scholarship, everything's gonna be good. Like I never had a plan, to be honest. I never had a motivational goal or motivational talk. I just went up and attacked the day. That was it. In my head was like, if I keep thinking about it, I'm just gonna keep thinking about negative, and I'm just keep failing at it. So let me just go up, get up, and wake up, and just keep going, just keep driving.
I got some fan questions. Are you ready for them?
Yeah.
Someone asked, they want to know if you explored Hawaii.
I have. With my coach Marion, I explored the whole island. So I'm in Oahu. So when I first came to Hawaii, I was thinking like all the islands were connected and like you can just like drive to another island, but obviously I was wrong. So no, so I traveled to Oahu and like it's a beautiful place. So I think I'm gonna get into it more. I'm gonna go with like the Central Valley of it. I've been like on the outskirts of everything.
Have you been? I know it's like COVID, but have you been able to like tour the campus?
Yeah. Before COVID hit, I was in campus, so I know I'm familiar with the campus right now.
All right, another fan question. Your mindset going in to Laney, is it the same as walking on to Hawaii?
Oh, I think my mindset going to Hawaii is way more aggressive than what it was at Laney, because at Laney I was just trying to prove myself. Just for me, it was just okay. I'm just trying to be a freshman, play, and get some playing time because I know it's a sophomore heavy team. So if I get some playing time, I'll be happy. For right now, me being a walk-on is like every day is a new opportunity. Like all this can go away because I'm a walk-on. So I'm gonna need that straight dog mentality with me every day when I step on the field or in the weight room, because I know there's kids who got money for this and they're getting paid to do this. So I need to beat that kid out so I can get his spot.
What would you tell your younger self?
Man, what would I tell my younger self? This, man, just keep grinding. Just know tough it. There's no life is gonna get hard for you. Just keep grinding. Don't worry about anybody else. Just worry about you, and really don't let yourself. Don't close doors for yourself because you're too shy to tell how you feel. You too nervous to tell how you feel. Just really be open. Just be smart about it too.
All right, so another fan question. I don't know if this one's real or not. They said, "Can you please elaborate on your love for Rugrats and Wade Boggs?"
What's it called for the show? Like they had me wearing a whole bunch of Rugrats gear, and I love Rugrats. I'm not gonna call myself a '90s baby, but I was 2000 baby, so I think I have best of both worlds. So it is what it is. But no, I love Rugrats. Just watching as a kid, and just now that I can really rock it, and like nobody else had that shirt, so I felt pretty amazed. I had like 3 shirts of those, and I just got me a jean jacket with the Rugrats shirt on it. So I'm gonna keep rocking my Rugrats. And the Wade Boggs jersey, that's just I didn't know it was a symbol, to be honest. I didn't know like I know he was a baseball player, but I didn't know he was like that big. So it's just a shirt that I thought was pretty cool.
That's pretty funny because I was actually a substitute teacher. I'm pretty sure the kids didn't know what the Rugrats were, so that's refreshing because I'm 28, so I definitely know what the Rugrats are, but I know it's getting past that age, which is weird to me.
Yeah.
What Wade Boggs jersey do you have?
The Tampa Bay Devil Rays one?
Oh, okay, yeah, that one's fresh. And then last fan question. So they asked you, would you ever consider motivational speaking?
No, I can't. Like I can't really talk. I'm just really I'm a leader by action, to be honest. So me talking, I know I can't talk it because I know I'm a stutterer. I know I might forget some stuff back in what I wrote down. So I know if I do become a motivational speaker, that would take a lot for me because I'm still nervous to talk to big crowds like that. So
Yeah,
maybe we'll know. We'll see what the future holds.
no, I definitely feel you on that. I remember in college taking what the heck was it? Some speech class, and you had to go up and like at first I was like, nah, it's not gonna, it's easy. And then you go up there and then you're like, it's kind of weird. Even though it wasn't even that many people, it was like 30, 40 people.
Right.
All right, you ready for there's more fun questions there, but they're gonna go from average to savage.
Okay.
Who is one NFL player that you would want to do a jersey exchange with?
One NFL player. Simba Webster.
What team is he on?
He's on the LA Rams. It's actually 2. It's Keyshawn Johnson and Simba Webster. Keyshawn Johnson is he plays for the Cardinals. And then Simba Webster, he plays for the LA Rams. He's a wide receiver too. Reason why I want to do Simba Webster because he's my hometown hero. Like he played at Deer Valley, he played at my high school, and like seeing him how he came up, it's just truly been an amazing story. So if one day I can switch jerseys with him, that would be great. And Keyshawn Johnson, he went to Fresno State, but he knows some players from Laney, and then we got tapped in with each other. So if I could get a jersey swap with him, because not like how good we're talking now and how close we're getting with each other, it's like I'll for surely swap jerseys with both of them, and that would be great for me.
Yeah, it's dope. You're making me feel old with the Keyshawn Johnson because I was thinking about the wide receiver. Oh my God. I can't be interviewing younger people no more like this.
I know about Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah. That's why I thought you said it because he was wide receiver. So I was like, all right, Keyshawn Johnson. All right. But anyways, what about since you accumulated so many new followers and all that, like who's the craziest or like who's like some crazy famous people that reach out to you or tweeted you or whatnot?
Tariq Cohen. He hit me and RJ up. Me and RJ, we text each other and call each other. We was like crying and stuff like that because like Tariq Cohen hit us up because I don't know. We're just kids from Oakland, like
Yeah.
kids from the Bay Area, to be honest. So for having like an NFL player hit us up, we're just like, oh, we're geeked out. Tariq Cohen, Peanut Tillman hit me up. Charles Peanut Tillman hit me up. Man, that dude created an impact in the league. So for him to hit me up and just talk to me, it was just like just picking his brain out. That was just crazy for me.
Yeah, that's dope. So I know you said you're a Last Chance U fan. Who's your favorite player from the previous seasons?
Man. Who's my favorite players? It's between DJ Law, Isaiah Wright, Carlos Thompson, and Calvin Jackson. I think out of them four people, I watched them the most. Oh yeah, they go crazy.
Actually, I had DJ Law on it. I think it's a pretty rare interview because it blew up, and I don't know if he hasn't done an interview since. It was like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. And last one, what's something people don't know about you, or what's a question that you wanted somebody to ask you that they haven't asked you yet?
You don't know about me. I think people don't know about like my background, to be honest. Like I think my background is pretty crazy too. So basically my background starts in San Diego. I was born in San Diego, military family. My mom, father, they was in the Navy. And then I moved around a lot with my mom because some stuff happened with her and my father. So I think we left. We went to Louisiana, Houston, and then I went back to San Diego, my father, right before Hurricane Katrina. And I think I was in San Diego for like a couple more years after that. Then I moved to the Bay Area, and I've been moving around from like Oakland, Antioch. So I think people ask me where I'm from, I would tell them I'm from everywhere because I don't have a set place on where I was at. But majority just I grew up in the Bay. Majority of my life I grew up in the Bay. So, and really I'm not gonna claim like, oh, I got it out the mud or anything like that. Like I guess you call me a suburban kid, but I really don't see it as like where you from, how hard you is. It's just your story makes you who you is, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and could you let the listeners know where to follow you?
Yes. DiGiorno, follow me on Twitter at DiGiorno4Cheese, D1 Giorno _4Cheese, and then same thing for Twitter. I said Twitter. Same thing for Instagram. Same thing, D1 Giorno _4Cheese.
All right. Again, appreciate it, and good luck. Hopefully there's a season in the spring, and I'll be watching you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.